Induction shot animatic. Voice of narration.
The voice of Lucia.
The voice of Eric.
The voice of Sylvia.
We see the new researcher Lucia walking through the halls of the facility. She reaches a door. She fixes her appearance. She checks her clipboard, lets out a sigh and enters. Inside, Eric aka 004 is sitting in the corner of a nondescript room. He slowly looks toward Lucia but has no expression.
Hello, Eric. How are we feeling today?
Eric looks away and continues to stare at the wall. He is clearly depressed. Lucia looks at her chart to try and find the protocol she is supposed to follow. After flicking a few pages, she quickly reads a paragraph before trying again.
So, Eric, last time we spoke you mentioned that you were still having nightmares. Has this still been the case?
Eric doesn't respond.
If it's a case of changing medications, then I need to know how you're feeling. I'm just trying to help you.
They told me that they would find my brother. How long ago was that? How long have I been here?
You're not well. You're displaying systems that fit the epidemic that's going on, so we need to make sure we can keep you safe.
How long have I been here?
You may be having difficulties judging time at the moment.
Please tell me. How long have I been here? Where is my brother?
Lucia doesn't know how to respond. She checks her chart for instructions. She glances into a secret camera in the corner of the room, sharing her concern with those monitoring the interaction.
Eric, it's been about 6 weeks.
Eric looks away at the pain of the confession.
6 weeks. Where is my brother? They told me they would find him.
We don't know yet.
They promised.
We're still looking.
Eric looks away again. He doesn't believe her. Lucia looks back at her chart.
Could you tell me about the dreams you've been having?
I don't like to talk about it.
It could really help us understand what's wrong with you as well as the other patients here.
Eric is hesitant to share. He eventually decides to share.
I'm not crazy.
Of course not. Everybody gets strange dreams. I just want to know what it is you dream of.
They start with me standing in an empty field. Everything is gray, like it was burnt.
Do they all start like this?
I hear music in the distance. I follow it.
Where does it lead you?
I'm not sure. I just remember being scared. I think there were lights, people in masks.
Do you think you could recall any more details for me? What did these masked creatures look like?
I don't know. It's like they were broken.
Broken?
I don't know how else to describe it. Broken. Misused.
What happens after you see these creatures?
Eric begins to cry. Lucia takes a note on her clipboard. Eric spaces out as if he is remembering something, but only dread finds him. He starts to panic.
Hey, it's okay. We don't have to go into any further for today.
Eric retreats within himself and looks back toward the wall.
You've done great work today. Eric, trust me when I say that you've done amazing things and you have made great progress. We can get you through this. I'll leave you alone for the rest of the day. Try to get some rest and try to finish your meals today.
Lucia exits back into the hall and walks a few doors down. She enters an office where Sylvia is waiting for her. Sylvia is on the phone and glares at Lucia as she finishes the call.
Yes, she's here now. Of course. Yes, I'll talk to her. Of course. Understood.
Is everything all right?
Have a seat.
Lucia sits opposite Sylvia.
What the hell was that?
Sorry.
Your interaction with 004.
I thought it went fine. He seems to be.
You thought it went fine. You stumbled through every question. You got nothing of value from him at all. We even gave you a flowchart, and you went off script.
I looked at the chart and it had no instruction for answering questions about his brother.
If it wasn't on the chart, then you changed the subject to something on the chart. He is already in a fragile state of mind, and you continue to reinforce that in him. When he brings up his brother, you change the subject. This is basic practice.
I'm trying to improve his mood.
That's not what you were assigned to do.
How isn't it? I'm his psychologist, that's what I was hired for.
You are his psychoanalyst. Your job is to extract insight, not change his behaviors.
That's ridiculous. I'm trying to help him.
He can't be helped, only studied.
What?
He is our subject. His deterioration will help us prevent his condition in others. Your job is to find out all you can before he expires.
You're just going to let him die? And you're not going to tell him? Sorry, this is.
Listen, you're new here, so I understand that the concept may seem jarring to you. Subject 004 has encountered something that many before him have encountered. In our research, no one who has seen what he has and survived. We don't know why, and we have to figure it out before it's too late.
This is completely unethical. You can't just treat him like an experiment.
Is it not more unethical to have a process to prevent suffering of many at the expense of one?
But it's not the suffering of one, is it? His file names him as Subject 004. What happened to the others? I've heard that Jason is no longer here. I suppose he was just another failed experiment too.
We're making progress here and the cost is worth it. You're not seeing the bigger picture. We can't help people until we understand the problem, and we won't understand it unless we exhaust all possibilities. Sacrifices are going to be made, and that's something that you'll have to come to terms with.
I don't think I can work here anymore. Not after hearing that.
I will give you one chance to reconsider. I strongly recommended you adjust your position in this.
I quit.
Sylvia sighs and picks up her phone.
Yes. I'm sorry, sir. I'll find a suitable replacement as soon as possible. Yes, I'm done with her. Understood.
Sylvia hangs up the phone and stares at Lucia.
She is waiting for something. Lucia stares back, suspicious of her phone call.
So is there a form I need to sign, or should I pack up my things?
There's no need.
A security guard enters the room and looks to Sylvia.
You're here. Good. Take her to Dr. Patton.
What's going on? What the hell is this? Where are you taking me? You can't do this.
In times like these, there are no easy choices left. It's a shame you hadn't the will to shift your perspective. You could have been of great value to us.
Sounds of a machine powering up. Lucia screams.
Lines shift, giving resemblance to her form, jittering lines that form, shift and reform to different aspects of a disembodied mind.
What are you doing to me?
The lines shift again to a flow that form the image of Cora.